Every man carries a spark of eternity, a flicker of youth that whispers of endless possibilities. Yet for some, this spark becomes a chain, binding them to a life unlived, forever hovering on the edge of becoming. You've met him, haven't you? The man whose eyes gleam with dreams too vast for the world, yet whose hands remain empty, his promises unkept. He speaks of revolutions, of art, of love that will change everything. But when the moment comes to act, he falters, retreating into excuses that feel like poetry, but taste like fear. This is not just a quirk of character. It's a pattern, ancient and deep, etched into the psyche. Carl Jung called it the Puer Aeternus, the eternal boy, who dances through life, never landing, never rooting. His charm is undeniable, a siren song of spontaneity and unbound potential. But beneath the surface, there's a shadow, a refusal to face the weight of time, the demands of reality. You've seen him leap from one passion to another, each new beginning a fresh canvas for his genius. Yet the canvas stays blank, abandoned when the first stroke demands effort, when inspiration meets resistance. He craves freedom, but it's a hollow kind, not the freedom of creation but of escape. Every commitment feels like a cage, every responsibility a betrayal of his untamed spirit. And so he drifts, a balloon caught in the wind, beautiful in motion, but untethered, ungrounded. The world moves on, but he remains, suspended in a fantasy where tomorrow always holds the answer. You've tried to help, haven't you? Offered advice, encouragement, a hand to pull him forward, only to watch him slip back into the comfort of, not yet. It's exhausting, loving someone who seems to love the idea of life more than life itself. Their brilliance dazzles, but their absence wounds, leaving you to carry the weight of their unfulfilled dreams. He doesn't see it, though, how his refusal to grow casts ripples, eroding trust, breaking bonds. He believes he's chasing authenticity, but he's running from the mirror of his own fears. Jung said the Puer lives in a state of eternal almost, always on the cusp of greatness but never crossing the threshold. It's a life of preparation, never participation, a rehearsal for a play that never opens. And yet there's something sacred in this eternal boy, a connection to creativity, to the unbound imagination of childhood. The tragedy is not his existence but his dominance, when the boy rules the man. You've felt it too, haven't you? That temptation to stay young, to avoid the scars of commitment, to keep every door open rather than choose one and walk through. But life doesn't reward the uncommitted. It demands presence, choice, the courage to build something real. The Puer's dreams are beautiful, but without roots, they wither, leaving only echoes of what could have been. Behind this pattern lies a deeper force, one Jung called the archetypal mother, a presence that cradles but also confines. She is the comfort that soothes but also the shadow that smothers, keeping the boy forever dependent. She might be a literal mother, her love so fierce it shields him from the world's edges. Or she might be symbolic, a partner, a friend, a figure who nurtures but unconsciously demands his loyalty to youth. He seeks her in every relationship, not as an equal but as a savior, someone to hold the chaos at bay. But no one can carry that burden forever, and when they falter, he flees, blaming them for his own unhealed wounds. This dynamic is a silent pact, a dance of dependency that feels like love but acts like a prison. Both the Puer and his mother figure are trapped, feeding a cycle that stifles growth, that postpones life. Breaking free is not gentle. It's a severance, a psychic surgery that cuts deep. To grow, he must mourn the boy, not kill him, but let him step aside, allowing the man to lead. This morning is raw, a reckoning with the fantasies that kept him afloat. It's the moment he sees that perfection is a myth, that waiting for the right time is just another way to hide. You know this pain, don't you? The ache of letting go of who you thought you'd be, of embracing the flawed, beautiful reality of who you are. Maturity isn't the death of dreams. It's their transformation, channeling the Puer's fire into something tangible, something that endures. It's choosing to build wings rather than wishing to fly. This path, Jung called individuation, is no soft journey. It's a birth bloody and sacred. It demands facing the shadow, the part of you that clings to ease, to avoidance, to the illusion of endless time, and yet so many resist, believing they can outrun time, that life will wait for their readiness. But time is relentless, and the longer you delay, the heavier the cost. Missed chances, broken bonds, a life half-lived. You've seen the toll, haven't you? The man in his 40s, still chasing the dreams of his 20s, his eyes dimming as the world moves past him. But it doesn't have to end there. The Puer can evolve, his creativity harnessed by a psyche that dares to act. When the boy and man align, something extraordinary happens. A life that is both dreamed and built. This transformation begins with a choice, not a feeling, not a perfect moment, but a decision to stop running. It's the courage to say, I will face this, not tomorrow, but now. And that choice is yours, every day, in small acts of commitment, in showing up when it's hard. It's in choosing depth over distraction, reality over fantasy, growth over comfort. You've felt this call, haven't you? That quiet voice inside, urging you to step into the life you're meant to live, not the one you're hiding from. The Puer Aeternus is not your enemy. He's a part of you, a spark that can light the way or burn you down. The question is, will you let him rule, or will you take the reins and build something real? What holds you back from crossing that threshold, from choosing the life that waits beyond your fears? Share your thoughts below, because sometimes speaking the truth is the first step to living it.